What's up, everyone? New Mutator here, and yes, Game 7 going down here for the Myth World Cup 2014. We're going to see Osmo and the Fellows versus GKG and the Bros. So far, GKG's team is up one game, so if they can take a win here, they can take the match and tournament and basically be the winners. And once again, bear with me. I don't know, I just installed Myth, and for some reason I'm getting these weird artifacts. Pyro, Project Magma, if you're watching this, please advise. I have no idea what's going on. I'm using OpenGL. I don't know what else to tell you. I thought everything was updated, but whatever. So let me know what's going on with that, if you know, and if not, just bear with it, please. So this is going to be possibly the deciding game. If Osmo and company are able to take a win here, they are going to force sudden death and extra games. As they, it would be a tie down the middle. So GKG's hoping to preempt that and take a win here and the victory. This is GKG and the Bros up here in the top. Once again, Dak is going to be observing, so there's only 6 players on their team, but as I mentioned earlier in the match, GKG sort of counts like 2 players because he's one of the best captains. He has unparalleled map awareness and communicative ability in terms of setting up and coordinating pushes, rushes, and what have you. In addition to that, he has just mastered the mechanics. He knows the game inside and out and can possibly out-execute almost, I would say, almost anybody else, with greater consistency than anybody else in the game right now. So he sort of counts as 2 players. So, you know, is it that big of a handicap? Maybe. It might be. You know, Dak is observing, so he's not going to be playing. Rat King is a good player. Kruniak is a great dark player. I feel like he struggles on light maps a little bit more, but he's definitely a solid pickup. No, you know, I'm not gonna say otherwise. Shadow is a great player, I think, for sort of these types of I want to say lighter maps. I think he. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just sort of my impression. Limp is a great solid pickup, and Samuel, of course, is going to be a great heavy hitter addition to the team. For Osmodian, they're going to be starting in the south, in this little fort area. And actually, this isn't really that fair, to be honest. I don't know why this map is the deciding game, because when you look at it, okay, yes, it's territories, but this map is so much more easily, or this flag is so much more easily defended than this flag down here, when you think about it, because you got the ramparts. You know, who's going to be able to scale these walls? So there's a definite advantage here, I would say, for GKG. So Osmo might have undone himself by picking this map for the deciding game, Game 7. But having said that, Donsky's on his team, great player. Mercadon, another fantastic player, old school player. Arsenic. I mean, most of these players are old school players, right? Except Cryptos. Nobody really knows who that is. Kron1, Zell and Punk, I think, are going to be sitting out. Punk User, I know, probably would have enjoyed playing in this match, but he's going to be benched, I think, in favor of some of the stronger players. And I'm not saying Punk User is a bad player. He's not a bad player, but he definitely does not have like the same level of tournament experience as some of these other players on the team. And Osmo needs his, the most reliable and consistent heavy hitters that he can get. So Kron1 going to be a good pickup. Eastwind, of course, is going to be anchoring this team. So that's going to be that. Everyone's going to fan out. Territories is the name of the game type. Captured. And we're going to see if Osmodian and company are going to be able to take back a win here and force sudden death.
Captured. Flag captured.
I'm going to expand this just slightly. We can see Team GKG streaming down here toward the mid. And actually, they ended up taking that before anyone from Fellows was able to even arrive on the scene. I mean, Merc is there, sort of, I guess. I mean, he's got a couple of dwarves, but there's nobody backing him up. So they're just going to concede this middle area, which is kind of interesting. I mean, we have a couple of goals, scout goals here from Shadow. Not taking the flag. This is very deliberate. They don't want to show their hand. They don't want to tip off the fellows that they have a presence here. But they do end up running in because they realize that they need vision.
Flag captured.
And he is able to see some incoming units, so he's probably going to back off since there's really nothing here to help him blunt that advance. And these Thrall ever so slowly are going to take that flag, unless it looks like Shadow does have a warrior contingent along with GKG. They are going to move in and force Myrkriton back away from this flag. Very interesting there, because this is a lot of unit trading points being tied up here. Uh-oh, Pus going down. Defensive Pus on Myrkriton's Pus goal, but Myrkriton's going to recover, and he's going to pretend like nothing happened. Uh-oh, Pus bomb, but it's a complete whiff. Does he have any more Pus? Oh, unfortunately, Osmodian pusses his own dwarves there. However, most of these goals from GKG were taken out. And he's going to run in and try to do what he can, but I think these warriors... No! They do connect, and they succeed. Another Pus bomb going down, but only managing to take out maybe one warrior there. GKG did take out one of those dwarves, so that totally was worth it, actually. Great exchange. But so far I'm not sure who I would give the advantage to. Still on the high grounds with a potential Pus bomb.
Contested.
And a Pus bomb would just be a big Pus setting off bottles. So a dwarf, you throw in some bottles in the river. Ooh, a Pus going down on these archers here, and Donsky's going to blast through and take out a couple of Limp's archers. Limp reacts, but it takes a minute, and actually he's going to lose another archer right now. Myrkriton taking out that goal. Unfortunate there. Ooh, Pus bomb on the Thrall. That was a great shot. Brilliant, actually. And Shadow is going to move in and clean this up. Rat King is going to move in and clean that up. Osmodian is nowhere to be seen. Myrkriton's going to lose and basically allow GKG and Rat King to vet up on some of this Thrall. Shadow's going to move in and basically take out two more. Fire arrow going down, and that's going to cut Myrkriton in twain here, as he's forced to walk through that fire. As you can see, his units are just rendered useless. I mean, there's not much Thrall can do when they're that low on health. They're the slowest unit in the game. And that's going to force the fellows back across the river. So about a 5% advantage swinging for the bros, but with so many of these low health Thrall kind of taken out, I'm not sure what Osmodian and company have to answer to that. So, you know, numbers can be deceiving when you realize that there's probably another percent or two that are basically almost useless.
Flag captured.
And actually, bros have tagged almost everything.
Flag captured.
The only flag that they have not tagged is the home flag. Actually, that's not true, huh? There's a lot more flags on the map. Where are they, though? Oh, okay. They're just hard for me to see. There's one there. And there are two forward flags.
Flag captured.
In addition to that. But bros have an overwhelming presence on the map. Although the percent lead is only about 4% when all is said and done. And there's not a whole lot on their home flag base, but, I mean, they've got the fellows pretty contained. And Merc realizing that something needs to give. They need to do something. And this is really what's going to, I mean, Osmo really needs to pull out some great decisions here if he's going to be leading his team to victory and cementing, you know, his I want to say his reputation as a reputable captain.
Flag captured.
We saw him lose
Flag
one game
captured.
earlier just being outplayed. So if it wasn't for that game, it would be already tied up.
Flag captured.
Or actually, when they would be in the lead if it wasn't for that game. The game I'm referring to was the game where they took a bunch of Solus and they just got
5
flagged.
minutes remaining.
So we see here Kron 1, he's basically going to try to plug this hole here and keep anyone from crossing. However, GKG and Kruniak are coming down with Samuel. Oh man, this is not looking
Flag
good. Kryptos
captured.
gets a puss down on
Flag
his warriors,
captured.
and the fire to follow it up. Those warriors are done.
Flag contested.
Goodbye, warriors. Although a pretty nice shot there, Donsky trying to do what he can, almost taking out an archer for being so greedy, but not quite able to finish the job. But yeah, we see Bros definitely have a large presence here, knocking on the door of the home flag here for Fellows. 76, 67%. So that gap just widens. I don't think that Fellows went for Puss Bomb strategy here. I think Bros were able to execute on their Puss Bombs to the extent where they gained control
Flag
of the entire
captured.
map and forced the Fellows on the defensive. And now they're just going to clean up
Flag
this home flag.
contested.
There really isn't much that this Thrall can do. They're slow. They're
Flag
disconnected
contested.
from anybody else.
Flag
And I
contested.
think Samuel's just going to clean house with this dwarf. I mean, I would have liked to seen melee vet up on Thrall, but
Flag
at the end of the day,
contested.
just with the dwarf, I mean, as fast as possible.
Flag contested.
That's going to be the quickest way.
Flag captured.
And it's not looking good. I mean, this is
Flag contested.
Arsenic is basically
Flag
going to
contested.
lose his dwarf here if he's not careful. There he goes. There it is. Lost that dwarf. He was hoping for a miss on that goal, but the goal did connect. So
Flag
they got to back
contested.
out. They're contested on this
Flag
flag. They had
captured.
that goal running interference. And Eastwind is going to try to hold the line here, but ouch, takes a nice shot there from, who's that? Samuel, who's probably going
Flag
to lose
captured.
his dwarf. No! Oh, it was a small puss. Samuel is able to back up unscathed, but Kron 1 is here, and they're going to try to do an epic hold. Where are their archers? Did they even trade for archers? I feel like Osmodian
Flag
didn't trade for
contested.
archers here. And they are able to hold on for now, but Eastwind getting dropped on by Samuel. You don't see that very
Flag
often, but
captured.
Samuel's an excellent player. It's going to clear out some of these satchels, these defensive satchels that were left behind.
Flag contested. Flag captured.
And Arsenic's going to be forced
Flag
to
contested.
retreat. GKG's just going to shadow him until he blows up. Here we go, duel, Kron 1. Ooh, Samuel with a beautiful shot. Samuel
Flag
definitely
captured.
playing. He's definitely playing like a pro player here. Takes out that dwarf. I mean, there are no archers.
Flag
They're just getting
captured.
picked apart.
Flag captured.
The Bros are able to capitalize on their archer advantage. And I'm not sure why Osmo didn't trade for
Flag
archers.
contested.
I feel like the Bros just had a definite better strategy. Use the Puss Bombs, take out
Flag captured.
melee packs, I don't know, dwarves, whatever.
Flag captured.
And
1 minute remaining.
use your archer advantage to press, continually press.
Flag
Yeah, I
captured.
think they tried to blow up melee packs
Flag
so that
contested.
they weren't afraid of the push, and
Flag
they could
contested.
exert pressure of their own.
Flag
Kind of an
captured.
interesting strategy that's a lot of people don't really think about. Merc is going to try to do what he can, but
Flag
in the end,
captured.
he has a lot of damage
Flag
thrall, and they're
captured.
just going to be kited here by these
30 seconds
dual warrior
remaining.
packs. However, he
Flag
might be able to do
contested.
some damage. They've got to run in and
Flag
run out,
captured.
and I don't think Shadow has
Flag
what it takes to
contested.
back up. Oh,
Flag captured.
that goal suicides by
Flag
throwing down the putts.
contested.
He's going to give Merker on
Flag
some breathing room,
captured.
but in the end, that flag does get taken. And Eastwind is given some dying thrall. That was kind of a
Flag contested.
that was kind of a dick move there, detaching
Sudden
dead
death.
thrall. And I mean, this is the one flag that they're
Flag
contesting. In
contested.
addition to this one, they are going to take the one flag.
Captured.
Kreniak is going to walk off. And Osmodian
contested.
is going to be taken out. That flag there is going to be no more. Shadow's Pust isn't going to be enough. I think they're going to clean him up and take this one flag here.
Flag captured.
But that's one flag. There's no more flags to contest. There's just nothing to be
Game
done.
over.
52-26%. They just had too few units to keep the pressure on after it reached that sudden death phase. You know, you need units that are mobile, that can run around and keep taking flags, contesting them until you can move in. But the problem is what we saw over here, where someone ran in the goal and then Kruniak just walked right off the flag. They're going to deny you the contest because they don't want you to stay in the game. They're going to try to end it as quickly as possible. One team's motivated to keep flags contested. The other team's motivated to drop flags and just take flags, take the win as soon as possible. In the end, Osmo and the fellows did not have what it took to unseat GKG as uncontested champion of Myth, and particularly in the competitive scene, with supported by the Bros roster. So GKG, Rat King, Samuel, Shadow, Kruniak, Limp, they're going to come out ahead and on top of this year's tournament. Congratulations to this year's champions of the Myth World Cup 2014. To the runner-up team, the Fellowship of the Bling, led by Osmodian. Valiant effort, but in the end it was not enough. Merc, Kron, Eastwind, Arsenic, Donsky, who is this? Cryptos, Zell, Punk User. Everybody showed up in the end. They gave it their best, but it wasn't enough. And GKG remains for now the champion of Myth, as far as I'm concerned. Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. Quickly look through the stats. Yeah, if you have anything to say, I'd be interested to know what your thoughts were on this match or the tournament in general, and any match, how anything went. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you liked what you saw here, I don't know, leave a comment, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can subscribe. I don't care. It's nice, but do whatever you want. Enjoy the videos. I'm glad that, you know, if you enjoyed it, I'm glad. And, yeah, until next time, this is Nemutator signing out.